Okay, let's do another test with enhanced autopilot. We are testing myself as well because I'm still getting used to this. I'm now what, 5 weeks into Tesla ownership. I've got a short journey to do now. It's getting dark as well, so that makes it a little bit more interesting. Let's jump straight in. So I'm sticking it on now, so using it on smaller roads. Let's see, we've got a 50 limit. It's set at the speed limit as well, so 50-50 there. We've got a mixture of roads today, mainly freeway. Okay, disengage, we've got a roundabout. So I'm getting more used to it in terms of understanding what I can and can't do, or what the car can and can't do, or what I'm comfortable with. I'm using it on most drives. If it's super busy with cars everywhere, cars behind me, I'm not using it so much. Still need to build my confidence up on that. Okay, traffic lights, so I'm going to turn off. Sometimes I'll keep it engaged if I've got cars in front of me at traffic lights, because I know it's going to stop. Model Y. Okay, we're back in. 70k an hour. Oh, interesting, we've got a 60 limit there, so that's more roadworks. Is it gonna, yeah, it's gonna hit the 60, but it's keeping me at 70, because when I set it, I was set it at 70, so I don't have it set on the speed limit. So if I tapped that now, it would reduce me down to the 70, but I'm pretty comfortable with, this is the speed limit here, there's no roadworks happening at the moment, that's just a sign they've left out. Got traffic lights coming up now, I do need to take a right in a second. Okay, I'm going to disengage because we've got traffic lights. Okay, so now going on to the freeway. So we go. Okay, we're back on. 100k an hour, I've got it set at 102 max. Again, that's just where I engaged it. It's going to be quite a simple drive because there's not much traffic about this time of night. I do have it on navigate on autopilot, so it is going to take off the junction for me when we get to there, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. It's different junction to junction on how it performs. Saying that, I've probably tried it on only 1 or 2. Getting a notification for the wheel, so I just have to make sure that I make a little movement with the steering wheel occasionally to make sure I'm in control still. I'm still watching it. Now we do have cars entering, but none close to us there, so that's not going to have to deal with that. We are gaining on this car big time. No, it's choosing to brake instead. I thought it would go round it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to nudge it and tell it to go. I did also give it a little bit of acceleration then as well, because we dropped down so low on the speed then. going up the back of it that I didn't feel like I was really going to overtake it. So I've started getting a bit more used to doing that, is like give it a nudge on the accelerator to tell it I don't want to slow down, especially if it slows down for no real reason. Okay, so it's telling me to change lanes now. So that's doing that for me. I'm not doing that. I'm just confirming that I want that to happen. So I'm indicating for it. Now we do have a car merging on the left-hand side. So we are looking like we're going to catch that up pretty fast. So let's see what it does. Because we need to take the next exit, which is in 1.3 kilometers. So I'm guessing we're going to have to slow down. Okay, this is the junction that we want. So it's indicating, and then it's taking the turning for me. Now it should 50 meters, navigate on autopilot, stopping. Okay, so now it's telling me to stop, and take over fully. It gave me a 50 meter thing, and as soon as that came up, I started to turn it off because it is feels like it goes too fast at that point. So I take over fully there. Okay, as soon as the wheel comes up, I'll engage it again. There we go. Now it should accelerate up to 80. Yeah. And that's one of the things with the Teslas or newer cars, nicer cars in general, you just don't realize the speed that you're doing. So having this is much better in terms of keeping you at a set speed. You can obviously pick that if you want to go 5k over the speed limit, 5k under the speed limit, or whatever. You can select that yourself, but it just sets the speed, and you're not likely to get done for speeding unless you set it higher and you're happy to take that risk. Just see what I've got that set to. Okay, I've got it set to 4-car distance. So on the scroll wheel, if I go to the left or the right, that changes that, how many cars I'm happy with in front. And that should start to brake now. Okay, my only concern is, okay, that is a speed camera ahead. Not a speed camera, I think it's a speed camera as well, but it's also a traffic light camera that's there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, oh, it didn't let me. Is it gonna let me? Okay, so we're back on now. I've turned it on. We're sitting behind the car. It's not gonna go until that car goes. Let's just see, unless I get someone right up the back of me, I'm interested to see the pickup speed that it takes off at. Because I'm having to, on a lot of these, I'm having to put my foot down a little bit to give it a bit of a kick up the butt to get it go a bit faster. But that's probably only happened twice at the moment. So I'm still getting used to that in terms of how much gas I need to give it. Okay, and I do have a car at the back of me as well. Okay. So I'm putting the accelerator on now, and okay, we left the car behind anyway. There's a couple of bits where the road up here opens up a little bit wider, like a passing point for if a car's turning. So it's this bit, and I'm assuming the car's just going to sit in the middle of the lines. Yep. So obviously that's the point there where you'd have to take over if there was a car turning. I think that would confuse it, where it would just sit behind it instead of going around it. So this is by far the darkest I've ever used this. So we've got no street lights now. These are quite sharp corners up here as well. So let's see how we go. Pretty good. I think I concentrate more using this than driving normally. Okay, we braked going over that hill for some reason. Okay, now I'm going a little bit slower. Okay, I'm going to give it a bit of gas now. It's going slower than I like, and there's a car behind me. Okay, I need to turn off now. So I am going to disengage because I don't think this is going to do it, because it's not like a slip road off a freeway. I'm assuming that wouldn't slow down enough and it would take me off there at too much speed. So I need to go down this next road. Now if there's no cars about, let's just see what happens, because now, is it going to let me do it? Yes. But I need to turn right up here. Is it going to slow down? It's going to go too fast. Okay, so I just disengaged it then. I didn't think it was going to do a turn like that. That's obviously full self-driving to do something like that. So I'm pretty happy with that. That was about 95% of the drive. Again, if you have any questions, any requests for videos, I'm still learning. So let me know if you have any feedback, any advice if you're using the system, if you're using the Tesla, if you're using the enhanced autopilot. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'll speak to you in the next one.